Hello children, in today's video we are going to discuss about the ray diagrams of concave lenses. Then we will solve some numericals based on the lens formula. In the last we will discuss about the power of the lens. Let's get started. Concave lens. It is a biconcave lens because it is having two surfaces curved inwards. It feels thin in the middle and thicker at the edges. The concave lens, it is also known as the diverging lens. This is the center line of the lens. O, optical center. XY, this is the line which is passing through the optical center. It is known as the principal axis. Now what are the rules to obtain the image? The first rule is, if a ray of light, it is moving parallel to the principal axis, then after refraction it appears to be coming from the focus. The second rule is, a ray of light which is going towards the focus of a concave lens, it becomes parallel to the principal axis after refraction through the lens. The third rule is, if a ray of light it is passing through the optical center of the concave lens, then it will go straight, undeviated, after passing through the lens. So these are the three rules. You can choose any two rules to draw the ray diagrams. For convex lens, we have discussed 6 ray diagrams. Why do we need to discuss 6 ray diagrams for convex lens? Because for every changed position of the object, the property of the image it changes. But for concave lens, there are only 2 ray diagrams. So first of all, when the object it is placed at infinity. Infinity means the object it is very far away from the lens, and therefore the light rays which are coming from that object, those light rays they are parallel to each other as well as parallel to the principal axis. After refraction through the concave lens, they diverges over the large area. If we extend these refractor rays backward, they will meet at a point focus. The image it will be formed at focus. Nature of the image, it will be virtual and erect. Size of the image, it will be very small. If we compare the size of the object and the image, then we can say that the size of the image, it will be very small. Now, when the object, it is placed anywhere on the principal axis, anywhere between O and the infinity, the object it is not at infinity but on the principal axis. So here this is the object. Now first let's consider the first light ray which is moving parallel to the principal axis. After refraction it will diverge. If we extend this refracted light ray backward, it will pass through the focus. The other light ray which is passing through the optical center of the concave lens will move undeviated. So this is the position where the image it will be formed. So if the object it is placed anywhere on the principal axis for a concave lens, the image it will be formed between O and F. The nature of the image it will be virtual and erect, and the size of the image it will be small. Sign conventions for the spherical lenses. All the distance they are measured from the optical center of the lens. All the distance which are measured in the same direction as that of the incident light ray are taken as positive. All the distances which are measured against the direction of the incident light ray, they are taken as negative. That means when you are given the numeric value for the object distance or the image distance, you have to consider the direction of incident light ray. If the distance is measured in the same direction, then you will put a positive sign before the numeric value. And if the distance they are measured against the direction of the incident light ray, then you have to place a negative symbol before the numeric value. You will understand it more clearly when we do the numerics. All the distances which are measured upward and perpendicular to the principal axis, they are taken as positive. The object, it is always placed on the principal axis, upward position and perpendicular to the principal axis. So therefore we can say that the height of the object is always positive. The distance measured downward and perpendicular to the principal axis, they are taken as negative. That means if the image it is formed below the principal axis but it is perpendicular to it, then we will take it as negative. Object distance, it is denoted with U. This is the distance of the object from the lens. The value of the object distance, it is always negative because it is always measured against the direction of the incident light ray. Image distance, it is denoted by V. It is the distance of the image from the lens. Focal length, it is denoted by small f. It is the distance between the optical center and the focus. Here you need to remember one more thing, that the focal length of convex lens, it is always positive. And the focal length of the concave lens, it is always negative. You need to keep all these points in your mind when you solve the numericals. So let's try to solve one numeric based on the lens formula. This is the numeric which is also given in your NCERT book. An object 5 cm in the length is held 25 cm away from a converging lens of focal length 10 cm. So you are supposed to find the position, size and the nature of the image formed. 5 cm length of the object, that means the height of the object it is given. We know that the object it is always placed upward on the principal axis. So 5 cm plus 5 cm. Held 25 cm away from a converging lens. That means the object distance is given. Object distance is 25 cm, but we have to place a negative sign over here. Why? Because the distance of the object, it is always measured against the direction of the incident ray. Converging lens of focal length 10. That means focal length is given. Focal length is 10 cm, but because it is a converging lens, so we will put the sign plus 10 cm. Now we know the formula for the calculation. That is the lens formula. 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. One by V is equal to 1 by F plus 1 by U. By just shuffling the formula, then put the values. 1 by V is equal to 1 by 10. 10 is the value of the focal length. U is minus 25. You have to place the sign over here. Minus. And then you take the do the mathematical calculation. Take the LCM. And the answer comes to be V is equal to 50 by 3. Here the image distance, it is positive. Positive means that the image it is formed on the right side of the lens. So therefore the image formed it is real. Now we know the formula for the magnification. M is equal to H dash by H is equal to V by U. H dash is the height of the image, H is the height of the object, V is the image distance, U is the object distance. You know three values and you can calculate H dash. So put the values here. H dash by H. H is 5 centimeter. It was already given. V we have calculated 50 by 3 and U is minus 25. And when you calculated the height of the image, it is minus 3.3 centimeter. Now height of the image is in minus. What does that mean? The height of the image, it is minus. It means that the image, it is formed below the principal axis. So that means the image is the real. It is formed on the right side of the lens and the height of the image is minus 3.3 centimeter. Let's solve one more numeric. A concave lens of focal length 15 centimeter, it forms an image 10 centimeter from the lens. So here the focal length is given and the image distance is given. You are supposed to find the object distance. So the focal length given is 15 centimeter, but because it is a concave lens, we will place the minus sign, minus 15. Image distance given is a minus 10 centimeter. Why it is minus? Because the image it will be formed to the left side of the concave lens. We are supposed to find the object distance. From the lens formula is 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. So by putting the values like this, always put the values with proper sign, minus or plus. Only then you will be able to find the correct answer. So 1 by U is equal to 1 by minus 10 plus 1 by 15. Taking the LCM, U is equal to minus 30 centimeter. So the object it is placed at 30 centimeter. You see, if you place the proper sign in the very beginning, in the answer, the sign will appear automatically. U is equal to minus. We know that we take the object distance always negative. So here the answer is U is equal to minus 30 centimeter. Now what is the power of the lens? Degree of convergence or divergence of the light ray. Convergence. We know that the convex lenses, they are known as converging lenses because they converge the light ray. Concave lenses, they are known as the diverging lenses because they diverge the light ray. So the degree of convergence or divergence, convergence by the convex lens or divergence by the concave lens, achieved by that particular lens, it is expressed in power of the lens. Power of the lens, it is also reciprocal of the focal length. We can write it as P is equal to 1 by F. If the lens used is a convex lens, the focal length of the convex lens, it is positive. So the power, it will be expressed in positive value. If the lens is the concave lens, and we know that the focal length of the concave lens is negative. So the power, it will also be expressed with the negative symbol. SI unit of the power of the lens is diopters. And if the focal length it is expressed in meters, then the power it is expressed in diopters only. Power of combination of lenses. Sometimes we need to use different concave or the convex lenses in combination. And when a number of the thin lenses they are placed in contact with one another, the power of the combination is equal to the algebraic sum of the power of the individual lenses. But one point you need to keep in your mind is that individual powers are to be taken with the proper sign. That means a positive sign for convex lens and negative sign for the concave lens. This is a convex lens with a power of plus 5D, and this is a concave lens with a power minus 2D. The power of the combination will be plus 5 minus 2. So the power of the combination comes to be plus 3D. It means that if you want to use this convex lens separately, then the power is plus 5D. And if you are using this concave lens separately, the power is minus 2D. But when these two lenses they are used in combination, then the power of the combination is plus 3D. Lenses they are used in combination in microscopes, in telescopes. Here is a small assignment based on the concepts, ray diagrams or the numerics we have discussed in this video.